The team at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media wants to take the time to thank our sponsors, Bryant Family Medicine and Heather Martinez Realtor. We also want to thank our support staff, Valerie Rutherford, Allison Messer, Larry Spicer, Addison Sloan, John North, Shane Shackford, and last but not least, Keisha Ambergy. With the support of our fine sponsors, our dedicated staff, and you, the members, we are all working on one goal, the promotion of student athletes. With this team, we can't miss.
Hi, I'm Heather Martinez, active community member and your realtor. Give me a call or text 606-344-0217, or you can reach me by email, heather.martinezrealtor@gmail.com.
Right Family All Sports Media presents Around the Region, the sports talk show. I'm your host, Mark Gregory, alongside Ryan Garnett, and of course we're with the invisible man, Edward Hall, back there somewhere hiding. The folks, if you haven't watched the show, you understand that Edward deals with this thing called stage fright. It takes it, say, I could do it, I could do it, I could do it, I could do it, keep repeating it. He'll come on and then he'll get warmed up. But while we're waiting for Edward to come on, Ryan, how's it going?
Doing pretty good. Been lazy today.
Yeah, I thought you was over there trying to take a nap on me or something going on there.
I feel like
it's a nice warm day out. Nice warm day outside. Everybody needs to go out, enjoy the weather out there today. Sit on the porch, enjoy a good, lovely early spring day in Kentucky. It's a beautiful weather outside. Don't you agree, Ryan?
and not where I'm at. It's snow on the ground.
Oh, well, but Ryan lives in the mountains over there. Us that lives under the mountains. Been going good, Hunter. I've been going really good, Hunter Jennings. Hey guys, been up to just trying to stay warm tonight, and be really, really mad at us right now because she can't make up her mind. She wants to give us spring, summer, winter, fall. I don't know what she's giving us right now. So, whoever's made Mother Nature mad, please just say, hey, we're sorry. We can get through it together. But got a good show lined out tonight, Ryan. I think I'm really excited about tonight's show because what they were going to bring on the region champion, Joshua Goins. What just wow, what he did and accomplished, and now he goes to state. And you win region. Your next step, win state. That's all you got left to do. Go win state. They also got clear stage from Pineville. Got a real good show lined out. I was really, really excited to get them guests on. But while we got a minute, let's go ahead and thank some of these great photographers, these pictures for you, Ryan, and Edward to be able to put together some of these really good graphics that you do. But let's give a shout out to Keith Shambury, Johnny Dayton, John Dickinson, Scott Powell, Dennis Mills, Tanner Hoskins, Mater's Memories, Chrissy Brassfield, Bob Cornett, Erica Felty Marler, Chassie Sailors, Shanda Whitehead, Scott Bunch, Daryl Lovett, Carrie Mattingly, Paul Coots, Miranda Brock, and Savannah Field Potbelly Rutherford, Alison Messer. We could go on with Ryan Garnett. We go Edward Hall. What am I missing?
The one I got from tonight, and I don't know what's going on with our screens. Mark just got kicked off like I just got kicked off a few minutes ago. But I think
that's got Edward written all over.
I think Edward's doing something with the screen.
That's got Edward written all over.
You did forget Scott Warren, the one I got for tonight's guest. The Mountain Lions sports media group deal, and I cannot remember those that name.
If they were to actually come on, maybe he some of these photographers. And Glenn Sexton said, Ryan is the man. We already know that. He's the man. He's already the man, and can't say enough about his contribution, Glenn. And a big shout out to our viewers that are wide open on the pages. And Edward just coming in here, taking us off, and got the background noise going, and cutting us off, and sending laughing things at us, and whatever noise he was doing
Yeah, like
there.
he's
But
innocent right now.
Edward,
Hey,
are you
Mark,
okay?
you are like extremely blurry on my.
That's what I thought. I thought it was just fake.
Well, I don't know. I could log out and log back on if you want me to, if you think it would help.
Well, there's a few little drop down that you can do and change your thing from like 360 up to at least about 720 and make yourself visible instead of a blur.
Well, yes.
I thought it was
I
me.
feel like I'm taking one of them
Oh.
eye tests and they got everything a blur, and I'm trying to see if it's a butterfly or a horse.
Well, I'm sitting here. I'm trying. Okay, I'm high definition. I'm on 720. Beg your pardon. Not all of us got that up to date.
You might want to try logging out and try to see if you can get back into it.
I'll log out, then I'll let you take over for a few minutes.
Yeah, Edward, I thought it was just
Yeah,
me. I thought it was my computer acting up funny again.
No, he looked like one of them blurry blobs when I'm doing an eye test to see if my eyes are working.
I don't like them kind of tests.
But while we're waiting on him to come back on, I'm pretty sure you got a state right around the corner for.
I knew this was coming.
So Robert Daniels said Ryan Garnett couldn't beat his sister at basketball. His brother-in-law is on here right now, and he will agree. So Ryan, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think you can beat her?
Nope. She's on the 1,000-point battle at Bell High for a reason. Me, I got 0 career points. She's got over 1,000. So that proves that she's way better than I am.
Can you see
could
me
at
now?
least said that the game would have went like to triple overtime or something, right?
I don't know if it would have got to that point.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, you don't look like a bloke at the moment.
Okay. So what else? I saw where Coach Daniel said Ryan Garnett couldn't beat his sister at basketball. His brother-in-law's on here right now, and he will agree.
Yeah, but we just talked about that, Mark. I don't know where you've been, but
Well, I was actually logging back on because you said I was a blur.
You was a blur.
Oh. But
anyhow,
did we miss any photographers while you was having stage fright?
Probably, I don't know who you said, but I'm gonna say Nevaeh Allen's photography. I'm gonna say Wildflower Frames photography. I'm gonna say James Fugate photography. I mean, the list goes on for days.
But anyhow, what was you talking about? I'll just blend in with what you was talking about since I so interrupted you.
I don't know. I'm gonna change your name to Blurry Mark instead of Mark. We'll just leave it at that. But on that note, you've got the state right around the corner for wrestling. Then you got district tournament. I think starting Monday for most schools around the state.
There's only 6 games tonight, actually, for the district tournaments.
Correct. So, you've got, I think the majority of them will start Monday, across the state of Kentucky. and I haven't really come to a conclusion yet where I'm going to be at because it's really going to be based off from work and what time I get off. But I plan on showing up somewhere to watch these teams put their heart and soul out there to be able to try to bring home a district title and try to make a deep run in region and state and so forth.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all.
I'm trying to.
I know we're kind of in the get ready to start this, but this year in the 13th region, I think this is the deepest that we've seen a region in a long time because it's very deep and very big.
I just sent a link out to our first guest. He said he didn't get his email link. They ain't saying nothing. So let's hopefully we could get him on. While we're waiting on him, if you want to, while we're on the subject of basketball, Ryan, you want to post some of them district matchups and stuff?
Yep, give me just a second. I've got to switch over to Edwards Wednesday stuff because I couldn't put them on else tonight. Well, I don't know why that popped up. That was. I had a feeling it was going to do that. Well, I had to switch over. It kicked y'all both off. I'm just going to go in order by the way I posted.
I was just kind of. Lord have mercy.
But
so
this is the girls' one.
On the girls' side, we on the 52nd district, you got Bell County and Harlan County and Millsboro, and I believe that's at Bell County.
Yes, it is. Let's see.
And
I'm gonna try to find the boys here.
And 52nd, the boys it's just the boys. Yeah, it's a Bell County, Millsboro, and then you got Harlan County against very, very competitive district.
I'm kind of more interested in that second game. Because the last time they played, it was like a 6-point ball game. I want to believe they're at Harlan Independent.
Well, I've had the privilege of seeing every one of the teams play, and I'm just looking forward to how that district shapes up.
But let's just go back to that, and we'll reset it because we got our first guest all now. I think we got everything good.
Let me switch it back over to the R1 instead of Edwards.
Okay, now you're going to take us back off again. It's been one of them nights, folks.
It didn't do nothing.
Okay, but let's
don't ask me why.
It's definitely been one of them nights, but this young man, the only thing he did, he just finished first place in his weight class of Region 7, won the region. Joshua Goins, and he also had a teammate, BJ Jackson, that won first place in his weight class too at 130. And when we get him on, we'll ask him about school history. Maybe first time recording, but maybe he'll explain that to us better. But go ahead and bring on our first guest, Joshua Goins from Corbin. Thank you for coming on.
Sure. Thank you for having me. But yeah, like you said, it's a big moment in history for us because we've never had a region champ before. We always runner ups, and that's really been it. So it's a big thing for me and BJ.
So this is not only Corbin High School's first region champion in wrestling, but but then you just open the door and just have two region champions in the same year.
Yeah.
Right. Wow, that's kicking the door open, folks. um,
Sir.
Josh, uh, just I watched a little bit of film on you there at the region, and I'm telling you, you are one focused individual. I mean, just looking at I mean, you had the ultimate game face on for sure, and just tell us a little bit about the region and just the whole aurora around it.
Yeah, so Region 7, we've not really been known, and it's always been known as Boyle's region, Boyle this. They've always been number one in our region. So it was a big mentality thing. It's 90% of it's all in your mind. It's a head game. So I kind of just went in with the mentality of this is my first time at region. I didn't get to go last year due to injury. I got to come out here and make a statement. So that was the goal. I came out, I made a statement, and I did my thing.
You know, not many people keeps up Corbin sports unless they know what you actually that you're pretty good in other sports also. If they didn't know that, they didn't keep up Corbin sports. But a lot of people keep up Corbin sports, so they know you're pretty good at something else also. But when it comes that time to making the decision, would you lean one or the other?
Yeah, I do plan on pursuing sports and football mainly, just because wrestling
Yeah.
it was supposed to be a side hustle, but now it's turned into something I've really enjoyed. I started wrestling. I've only been wrestling for 3 years now. I started in eighth grade, but I have been playing football my entire life, and that's what I want to pursue. Like, I try to get an offer to go to college for football. That's the goal. So football, yeah.
Well, well, I actually got to watch you up there once this year too, and uh, when I make this statement, I mean it. You're a man amongst boys when it comes on that field, and I wouldn't want to butt heads with you for sure. And you're as solid as they come, and you're going to be a pro for any coach at the next level because you got a good head on your. That's what it's all about. And just but let's go back to wrestling and. Um, you haven't been doing it long. You just said 3 years now, and was there any nerves, or was you just as locked in as you looked in that competition?
Well, I will admit, I was pretty nervous going into it. It was my first time back, but I always have this thing in the back of my head telling me, like, oh, this guy's gonna beat you. Oh, you can't lose. Don't get pinned. Don't get pinned. And that just had to flip the switch and switch that to saying, like, I'm gonna win. Like, I'm gonna pin this guy. I deserve it. I've worked so hard to get to this moment. I can't lose. I have to win. That's the mentality I have to have, or I will go in and lose.
Moment come and you're standing on the podium, and how's that feeling?
Well, it feels rewarding. It feels good. It's new feeling. I'm pretty excited too for what I have to come. It's just a really good feeling overall.
I could just imagine. I know it ain't over for you. You got to stay. You got one more
Mhm.
stepping stone to do. You got ready to. I mean, and I know that you're probably focusing on that now. And but Ryan, Edward, go ahead. I've got probably a blue million questions for him.
Well, going into like a 3 year wrestling, what was the hardest thing about wrestling and trying to get used to the wrestling that than football?
Uh, Probably the weight cut. The getting back into shape was really really hard. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my entire life. I had to cut a lot of weight. Just where I've so used to eating. So I used to eat so much during football season, just to stay in football shape and big, move people off the ball, and to just lose all of that. I mean, it was something else. I actually didn't make weight to my first meet, I actually busted weight, and it was pretty disappointing. And that kind of said something to me in my head, like I can't ever have this happen again. And I just really locked in the wrestling room and lost the weight, got back in shape. That was the hardest part.
And then I probably know you what the answer I'm coming. But what's been your favorite wrestling match? While you've been wrestling?
My favorite wrestling match was probably we went, like I said, to the first time I wrestled, we went to Tate's Creek, and I did not get to wrestle, and that was a team. That was a team. It was a duel, but we actually went back up there for an individual meet, and I won it. I had finally got to wrestle somebody I really wanted to, and I beat him in the finals and got first place. So that was probably my favorite match. Was the finals match at Tate's Creek High School.
And then Mark and Edwin knows where I'm
Coach,
going
you're
with this because I
absolutely right.
always
Yeah, I wouldn't hit Josh with a baseball bat. You just make him mad. I just lay down and take the whooping.
I would too, Mark. But this is what I like to ask all of the athletes that we bring on. Mark and Edwin knows where I'm going with this. What's your favorite restaurant to eat at in Corbin?
Favorite restaurant? Si Senor, for sure. Si Senor. It's got to be number one.
I don't think I've
Joshua, I
ever.
gotta ask you, Joshua, when you help educate Edward, he needs an education about something. You said Mexican. Edward eats Taco Bell religiously, but he won't eat Mexican.
Huh. I mean, it's. It's like how I could eat. I think it's like the same. It's like the same. I could eat them both.
Well, see what he
We say the
fails to
same
tell
thing.
you is I'm probably the most pickiest person you'll meet. I'm the kind of guy that don't get cheese on his hamburger. And two, I really can't read what's on the menu. And I'm not
Oh,
Mark
okay.
says the word deluxe, and I'm not a fan of the deluxe part.
Right.
So if I'm gonna go get like just a plain taco with meat, cheese, and lettuce, I might as well go to Taco Bell and get it in like 2 minutes so I can leave.
You can't go wrong with that. It's still great. You can't go wrong with it.
But now I will say I did try King's Buffet the other day for probably the first time ever in my life. And there was a couple things in there that was all right, that was worth eating. So I will say, I did step out of my comfort zone there because I could actually look at it and see what it looked like. But now I got to ask you a little bit about, you said you've been wrestling for 3 years now, and it started out to be kind of like just something you wanted to do on the side to keep yourself in shape. But now you've kind of grown to love it. At what point did you realize that you loved the sport of wrestling?
Probably the middle, right near the end of eighth grade. I realized like I can be good at this because I was just mediocre in eighth grade and I didn't know anything. I was really just using football strength to win my matches, but I had actually won region in middle school and went to state and placed fourth. And that's when I realized like this is something I can be good at, not just football. So I'd like to be. I wanted to be known be good at being good at two things. So probably the end of my eighth grade year, I was like, hey, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna pursue this.
So Stephen Ray
Edward,
Black has a. Go ahead. I was going to read Steve's comment.
I was going to read Steve's comment, and I was going to post a picture real quick. I didn't know which one you wanted to do first.
So Steve Black said, "Are there any techniques that you use playing football that you can use in wrestling and vice versa?"
Yeah, absolutely. Getting low and using your hands. On the D line, we've always been taught, stay low, use your hands, be explosive. So when I'm wrestling somebody and they're playing real high, if all I'd really have to do is get low and just double leg them, it's kind of like a tackle in football. You drive into their legs, and you bring them down. So that's one of the main ones is staying low and using your hands. Be explosive.
Thank you, Steve, for the question. Time of year it is.
I
It's
would never thought
almost
about that.
arena time. But Ryan, post a picture up for us right before Ever goes back with his questions. I believe, Ever, did you take that one?
I believe I probably did.
I, I, I believe you did. You know,
That was like an
you're talking about, folks, that's what I'm saying. Look at this guy right here. I would not hit him with a baseball bat. You're just going to make him mad. Just, but we wanted to show that there. That's a good picture. I think one of our guys, Ever, I think you might have got it, but
So, you're talking about getting low and getting explosive. So I got to ask you, have you ever caught yourself just wanting to absolutely just like power slam one of the guys you're going against?
Yeah, I have. I have before. I've been thinking in my head like I gotta. If I get behind the guy, if I have my arms around him, like I'd like to power slam. It's pretty hard to lift up somebody 280 pounds if you're not really going fast. But when I go against a smaller heavyweight, someone who's not really up in the 280 range, they're more 230, 240 range. They're relatively easy to pick up, and there's not much they can really do. And a couple times I've got a good mat return or two. So yeah.
So I got to ask you, I've watched like a lot of wrestling, growing up since a kid and everything. So if I actually would have done like the wrestling like you're doing, it'd been hard to catch myself not wanting to clothesline, drop kick somebody. So have you ever caught yourself in the middle of the match just wanting to pick somebody up and just absolutely just like body slam them or suplex them?
Oh, for sure. I've wrestled guys who will do things that I'm like, why are you doing this? You're a heavyweight, or they're wrestling a little dirty. Sometimes I've been in my head thinking I'm about to lose control. I'm about to slam this guy, but that's where composure comes in, and I can't do that. I just gotta think in my head, if I do this, I'm gonna get DQ'd or they're gonna get a point for it. But yes, it's definitely crossed my mind.
So they got asked this. I heard you say the word composure. So so I have seen sometimes that some they do try to get a little dirty. And how hard is it to keep yourself composed during that match and not go to that explosive level where you are getting ready to get DQ?
I have, I will admit, I have costed our team a team point. I've lost a match I shouldn't have lost, and I got so mad. I took my headgear and slammed it on the mat, and I have done that before. I've lost my composure like that, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I can't believe I've done that. It is really hard sometimes, but I just have to think to myself, if I do this, my Mimi is going to yell at me, and she's probably going to get mad at me, and it's just not worth it. And I don't want to cost my team a team point because it's not just you. You're kind of throwing yourself under the bus. You're throwing your team and you're throwing your school under the bus because we're really out here representing Corbin. So that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. So I
absolutely.
got one more question before I get you over to Mark. And this is probably one of my favorite questions. I've got to see, thousands of Corbin games. So I've got to ask you what it's like being an athlete out there, not only on the football field, but on the wrestling mat for Corbin. Tell me what it's like being an athlete for him.
It's awesome. I think it's one of the best things ever. The pressure, the people watching you, everyone looking up to you, thinking, "Man, I want to be like him one day," or "I can't wait to be a Corbin Red Hound, a Corbin Knight." The representation, it's amazing. There's nothing like it.
Absolutely great answer. But Mark,
Um, Great interview, Joshua. You have absolutely nailed this, but we knew you would. We knew you would bring your game face on. Now we're gonna shift gears a little bit on you, if it's okay with you.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with her shows. A couple of years ago, we eliminated. It's almost March Madness. We eliminated all the college basketball teams. We decided to say, hey, we'll put in our favorite restaurants. Texas Roadhouse won their national championship. Last year, we decided to go with favorite sports movies, and I think remember the Titans won our national championship in favorite sports movies. So this year we went, I don't know, we went bonkers. We decided to
Crazy.
just go our favorite foods. So what we're going
Favorite
to
food.
ask you, we're going to give you like a matchup. We're going to show you the matchup. You can tell us which the best if you don't care. And then I believe Edward, I have a few things he's wanting to show you.
Gotcha.
Fried taters against crab.
Oh, crab for sure.
I'm not much of a crab eater, but I do like the taters. So waffles against chicken.
Chicken.
I go chicken on that. Mashed potatoes against hamburgers.
Hamburgers for sure.
Oh yeah. And then chicken pot pie against fried pickles.
Fried pickles.
Oh, I like fried pickles. Do you go with the ranch of yours?
Oh, yeah, I got it last night. Right after region championships, first thing I got, fried pickles and ranch. Yeah.
You can't beat that.
No.
Oh, you can't beat that, folks. Joshua,
Fried
if you ever
pickles is
give
where
him
it's at.
oh yeah, and the ranch. You can't forget the ranch. It goes like hand in hand. But Edward, I think you probably got a few things for me.
So, Joshua, we do tend to make a couple graphics for each student athlete that comes on our show, and I'll get these sent over to Mark so he can get them sent out to you. And they will also be posted on every one of our social media sites. But this is kind of our way of saying thank you for taking your time to come on and talk to us and educate us a little bit more about the sport of wrestling. So I'm going to have to ask you one small favor, though. Out of the two that I've made, tell me which one of the two you like the most.
Yes, sir. Ooh, this is tough. I really like them both. Ooh, they're pretty good. I might have to go. I think I'm gonna have to go with the first one though. More photos, more publicity. That might be the better one.
I knew that
See,
make
Mark, I
everybody.
told you the OG graphic is still going strong.
Well, he blew the roof off of it after he said fried pickles and ranch. You can't get no better than that. That made Joshua number one. So pickles, ranch, you cannot beat that. I eat that all night long.
Absolutely. But Joshua, I do want to thank you for taking your time to come on. And, from everything I got to see, not in football, but the highlights I've got to see in wrestling, you're killing it. Your team's killing it. You've got one more thing to do, and that's bring that hardware home. And I want to wish you good luck and bring it home.
Sir, thank you guys. I really do appreciate it.
Ryan?
I'm gonna say the same thing. Best of luck to you at the state tournament, and go bring it home.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Gotcha. Where your fans go win state? I mean, you know the next step to do. You've already won region. You just might as well just go knock the doors off of it. Win state, not only for you but for Corbin, because I know, like you said, it's always about Corbin. Once a red hound, always a red hound. Go win it for that whole town, and go do something very special that's not been done yet. And we know you can do it. We know you can do it. You got this. So go win state, and we're cheering for you. And again, just keep us updated on what your future holds, and keep in touch with us.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for this opportunity. I couldn't ask for better people to interview me about this stuff. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you for your kind
Thank
words.
you.
Thank you.
He's going to win that thing. I'm telling you, he's going to win it, folks.
Well, I do have to say I feel sorry for whoever's got to go up against him. That
Yeah,
boy is
see,
a tank. So I mean, I feel sorry for them.
I've seen him on the football
I would
field.
I
I
would not want
know
to.
this guy is a man mountain. He's going to win that. He's going to win it, folks. He's got this, and you know, and he's and even his teammates. They did something that has never been done at Corbin High School. They're they are making history as they go. And good luck to both of them young guys. But you know, good luck to everybody we send to the state. But you know, really good luck to him. And I think he got it. He got it. But just you know, good luck to him, and good luck to all the competitors going up there. There's a it's not gonna be easy. And you have to be good to get to that level. So I wish I could go and watch it, but that would definitely be the event to go and watch. But let's shift gears. Let's bring on our next guest, and Rod and Edward. This is more up in this area and stuff like that, and I've looked up on some of her stuff, and just very excited to have her on. But let's go ahead and bring her on. Clara, thank you for coming on. If I can actually add you, thank you
Thank
for
you
coming.
for having me.
And I've got to. I hopefully we didn't give you a wrong time, but I gotta thank you for your patience. I know you've been in that we call it the green room back there for quite a long time there. So hopefully we didn't give you a bum time or anything like that.
Oh no, you're
So
good.
okay, I was going to say thank you for being very patient with us. You know, you get our age and you know you start moving a little bit more slower. I mean, you've got a few to worry about that, but you know, when you get Edward's age, you move really slow. But Claire, I know that you are fixing to go into your district and all that stuff. I think it's at Knox Central, and just give us the thoughts of your teams, your season this year.
Well, we have worked so hard for like going into district. This is like the moment we've all worked for, and we're all really excited and we're very hyped going into it. So, yeah.
I believe uh, for some odd reason I'm having all kinds of internet difficulties, but correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you're playing Marble
Yeah.
Monday, right?
Yes.
You've already seen them twice. Both games has been really close. Um, is it the same old for the third game, or any different, or I mean, I'm not trying to game plan, but how does it feel playing a team three times?
Well, everyone always says it's harder to beat a team 3 times, which I can definitely agree that it is. But I feel they have some tough guards. They're a really good team, and hopefully we can pull out a win. But I think we're all pretty excited.
I don't know.
Ryan,
We
do
don't
you
know where
want
Mark.
to go?
Yeah, I'll
He
go.
took a hacking spell.
Yeah, that's why he's off camera. But making it to that All A State tournament after last year falling in the semifinals, how good was it to get over that hump to make it to that state tournament?
It was great. It was definitely like a breath of fresh air. We got to go up there, and that was like an amazing opportunity for us. And we all learned a whole lot from being up there.
And then Mark and Edward both knows where I'm going with this because I always ask it. Of course, in Bell County, there's not a lot of restaurants besides Middlesboro. But what's your favorite restaurant to eat at?
Uh, I like Wendy's.
Oh, listen, we ain't heard Wendy's in a very long time, so I'm
I can't
excited
remember last
somebody
time.
says Wendy's.
I think I get Wendy's like every time I go to Middlesboro. I'm like, that's literally all I get.
So
You
see,
can't
there's
beat you
nothing
can't
wrong with Wendy's.
you can not beat the bacon needle. But Edward,
Well, I heard Mark golf, but there's no picture of him.
Yes, I
Yep.
definitely did take a hacking spell. You know, I almost went through a whole show without a complete hacking spell. So now all of a sudden I'm getting the hacks, getting the dry throats, and it's all with pieces to me. But Dennis Mills commented on here. County News. What did you feel was the high point of the season?
Probably the championship, the All A championship. That was crazy. It was a great feeling, and I think I had so many emotions come over me. I didn't know what to do.
Dennis, thank you for the question. Love you, brother, and cannot harp on all the help that you've given us with your pictures and your awesome photography. And people need to go check his workout, check his pages out too. They put together the good stuff over there, and I love you to death, and thank you for all that you did for us. And even Steve Black, love you to death, and that you did for us too. I love these comments. And Christy Barnett, go Clara. So you get Burnett. Okay, you're getting all kinds of love here, Clara. You get more love on one show than I get in 3 years on this show. So see, here we go. It just keeps coming. It keeps
Ryan
coming.
might know
Ryan, you
this
want to
one.
post that?
Well, my brother-in-law says Cleo is the best.
And you might know this guy too. Robert Daniels says, guys, I'm not sure you ever got to watch her daddy, my brother James David, play, but this girl has it in her blood and her future is very bright. Well, Rob, I'm sure that he knows that I've got to see him because I've played against him personally. And, I will have to say it, I've got to see Claire play too firsthand, and she absolutely does. So now I'm going to have to ask you this. Can you beat your daddy one-on-one?
Oh, I don't know. He still got it. I can say that. I don't think age affects him.
I will say he gets up and down that court pretty good. I have to have an oxygen tank just to get a half court nowadays. So,
And
but
never ain't lying about that. You know, he ain't in his prime like me.
well, I don't know all about that now, Mark. Well,
There we go.
Rob, you might be right there. Robert Daniels says she is meaner than her daddy for sure on the court. But Ryan, you can go ahead.
Oh, that was all my questions. Unless I think of one.
Well, here we go. I tell you, you know what, Claire, if you ever get tired of playing sports and after you graduate and all that stuff, you're hired for us. Just bring Claire on, and we're gonna break all time views and comments. So just we know who to keep on this show now.
So, Hannah Taylor says Claire is a star in every aspect of her life and an all around girl. So, I'm gonna have to, I've got to see, him play a few times this season. Then, looking at your schedule, you look like you've played some teams that you normally wouldn't see throughout a regular season because it looks like you've played some teams out of Tennessee, Ohio, and a lot of some upper like Lexington and Owensboro. So tell me how playing teams like that is going to help you come like now the district tournament.
Well, teams from usually like the teams up from Lexington, they're pretty solid teams, and I think, and like even from Tennessee, and when we go up to the basketball tournament in Gatlinburg, we go to the Rocky Top tournament, and we play teams like you said from Ohio and places like that, and it definitely helps us like grow as a team because we are pretty young. We only have one senior. So we are young, and it does help us a lot with like our ball handling and just how we handle the ball under pressure.
So I'm gonna have to ask you about about Coach Green because every time I get to talk to him, I love some of our conversations. So I'm gonna have to ask you, a little bit about your coach there.
He's great. Him and his wife, our Coach Green, both of them are Coach Green, and they are great coaches. Like I love playing for them, and I'm so glad like they came to Pineville because they have definitely helped us out a whole lot, and they are really good coaches.
So this has probably been one of my favorite questions to ask student athletes all the time. So I've been to about every sport known to man at Pineville, and the atmosphere is always amazing. So I'm gonna have to ask you what it's like being a athlete out there on that court playing for Pineville.
It's amazing. It's definitely in my blood. My whole family. My dad played at Pineville, and we're all like one huge family. Like everybody loves everybody, and everyone knows everybody. And like if you're getting in a fight, just know everybody will have your back. They will come out there for you.
So, you know, Bobby D also says, guys, don't forget her poppy is a legend, JD Strange. So, I gotta ask you too. This guy that keeps commenting a little bit, we might know him a little bit. Bobby D. Maybe just a little bit. So I got, you know, he helps in about every sport, every aspect of Pineville. When you think of Pineville, you think of Bobby D. So, how has he helped you along too?
He always just brings positivity. He will even like if you get down, I get down on myself a lot, and he'll pick me back up and just tell me to get back the next play and just do better, like that better than I did the last play.
Absolutely. So, going in to district, and I heard you talk about playing a team 3 times. It is always a little bit more difficult the third time because you've played twice. They've got to do a little bit more studying. So, got to ask you about your thoughts about how the seating and everything shaped up for the district tournament.
I guess it's just like it works to our advantage and our disadvantage because they know they've probably like you said they've studied us probably and we know stuff about them too. So I guess we gotta overcome all the challenges that it's gonna throw at us. But I think we can definitely do it.
And before I get you over to Mark, there's a new rule, or I guess I wouldn't say it a rule, a new thing that they're going to be implementing here in the very near future called a shot clock. So I got to get your thoughts on what's your thoughts about that coming into high school sports.
Um, I I don't really know what to think about it. It'll definitely be a change for us having to do it all on a time limit. But I think it'll just help us get in shape better and just be able to know what to do with the ball right when we get it, just be able to make them passes that we need.
Absolutely. But Mark,
Well, first off, I thought I was going to be able to go through a whole show without these, so I had to go get the backup plan. So, so Clara, I'm gonna give you a advice. If you do develop this 400-day cough, and you can't ever get, send all your hospital bills and doctor bills to Edwards. He'll pay for them because
I
it's something
will.
about this show that gives you a 700-day cough for some odd reason. And Rod knows what I'm talking about. Rod, am I right?
Yes, yes. I've had it last week.
Yeah, and but I was doing good for a while. I thought I was going to actually get through a whole show without the dry hacks, but oh well, I'm better now, I think. But you get a lot of love. Again, I heard you talk about the family atmosphere at Pineville, and it shows. And just the love that you're getting right now. And I believe you're a freshman, right?
Yeah, I am.
I asked this to a lot of other student athletes. So, how hard is it for you to juggle just literally being the athlete that you are, and just being an everyday student at Palmer?
Um, well, our grades for basketball, we always have to be passing our classes to play. So we have to definitely keep our grades up. And if our teachers, they'll let us like come to them and we'll be able to get our work caught up. And like, if we're down in the work, they'll let us know so we can have it up. But it's not easy, but not everything in life's easy. So.
No, no, it's definitely well said. I don't. I mean, I know you have a comeback to that. That just well said, and and there's very few times, and we get a lot of really really good guests, but no, I'm not saying you're young or I'm not saying you're old, but me at your age, there's no way I could be doing the stuff that you're doing now. I mean, you're interviewing right now. You're playing, varsity level ball, and you've got a really really good head on your shoulders. And me at your age, nah. I ain't want to tell you about me at your age, but that speaks volumes about yourself and about your family and all the loved ones around you that support you and molded you into the person that you are today. And it seems you got a lot of a lot of support. But that being said, before we let you go, we're going to ask a few things from you if you don't care.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay, I think you might. I don't know if you was listening to our questions to Joshua, but about our food questions,
Okay,
our
yeah.
favorite foods. So we're going to ask you what your thoughts on. We're going to show you some matchups of food, and Hannah Taylor is absolutely correct on this. Like I said, a well-rounded girl. Yep. Absolutely, we're seeing that definitely tonight. Good head on her shoulders, and just keep the path that you're walking, and you're gonna be just fine. But but we're gonna ask you to vote on some food. There's gonna be some crazy things. You tell what you might see this against that, and you're probably saying, "What in the world am I voting on here?" But we try to be a little bit different on this show. And I think Edward has a few things that he might want to show you.
Uh, I think probably the fried taters. I'm not too big on seafood.
Well, before you post anything else, Ryan, I agree with Clara here. We're in Kentucky. We're all supposed to like fried taters, and even how you said it, fried taters, prove Kentucky. No, it ain't fried potatoes. It ain't fried whatever. It's fried taters in Kentucky, folks. Taters. Am I right? Somebody give me an amen for one. What?
Amen.
Okay, see, Edward, thank you. Me and Edward don't agree on nothing. When you're in Kentucky, it's taters and maters. Okay, we don't do tomatoes and potatoes. It's taters and maters. Get it right. And we
It's a
say
tater
south.
mater.
We say south with a F instead of TH. South.
We're from the
Yeah.
South.
Yeah, with an F. I tell them kids on my school bus all the time. No, don't TH. I said, no, it's an F. Yeah, I can't get nobody to believe it. But yeah. Yeah, I'm like you. I'm not much of a crab guy either, Claire. I agree with you.
I'd probably say waffles. I like breakfast, so I like waffles.
That would be a hard one because I could only see that you could only make waffles one way, and you can do chicken about 1,000 different ways. So.
You can add different toppings to waffles, though.
Well, you just made a point right there.
I mean, you can go chocolate chip, strawberry, blueberry, banana, basically about whatever you want.
So, what kind of toppings do you put on yours, Clara?
I put chocolate chips and syrup. And then when I'm at my mama's house, she always puts some whipped cream on it and some strawberries.
Mm.
You definitely can't go wrong with the chocolate chips added to about anything.
Edward put chocolate chips on his hash browns. It wouldn't matter.
If I had them, yes, I would.
I would say hamburgers.
See, Ryan just proved me wrong. He put potatoes. Come on, Ryan. I mean, mashed taters.
Mashed taters.
What is a potato? But yeah, that mashed taters is in trouble. You put taters against a hamburger. Come on, nobody. I'll take the taters.
I think I will go with fried pickles on this one.
Claire, did you put ranch on your fried pickles?
I do, yeah.
You can't go wrong with ranch on 'em.
She just killed this interview. You killed it.
Oh, thank you.
She likes Wendy's. She likes fried taters and fried pickles. I mean, you can't go wrong.
So you go and get you a tater at Wendy's?
I think it just depends on what I'm feeling, but I think I'm a chicken nugget girl.
Can't go wrong with chicken nugget.
Hopefully you don't do what my son does. He goes for the 50 box of them.
Oh no, I don't do that, but I get chicken nuggets. But I definitely could if I tried. My mom doesn't believe I could eat them all, but I think I could prove her wrong.
So, Claire, we do tend to put together a couple graphics for each student athlete that comes on our show, and I'll get these sent over that way that you'll be able to have them, and they will be posted on every one of our social media sites. But I do got to ask you for one slight favor. Out of the two that I've put together, tell me which one of the two you like the most.
Okay. Oh, I like that. That one's good. This is hard because they're both really good, but I think I like the first one. I like that one. But they're both great. But they're both great.
Well, I do appreciate you, but I'm 2 for 2 tonight, Mark. And she likes Wendy's, so she's a every week show now. Every week.
Well, she did agree with us about taters and maters and south with an F. Okay, she did agree with us. But Stevie Ray Black said, "You play great coaches at Piebald who were great players in their day. What have you learned from them?"
I think back when they played, I think they were their own best players. Like they are crazy good, and they are still good. Like they're in practice, and you can't even tell. Like I would still think they're still in high school. They're still athletic, and they can still do it all too.
Another great question by Steve. And if you're hearing me, Steve, I love you. I love you for all the support and all the help that you've given me personally over the years. And I've learned so much from you, and you're the man without question, and love you to death. And I'm going to say it one more time. Almost arena time. Almost arena time. Okay. I just have to say that. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm getting juiced.
Well, Claire, I gotta apologize because Mark has had one too many cups of coffee today, so he's had just a little bit too much coffee.
Oh, it's okay.
And then he comes out and shows you the cup.
Talking about coffee, Clara, do you drink coffee? And if you do, is it hot or is it cold?
I do drink coffee sometimes, but it's an iced coffee.
Does anybody young drink hot coffee at all anymore? We need to put that as a poll question. Anybody 18 or under, do you drink hot coffee anymore?
Well, I will have to say three of my kids do.
Yeah, but they learned from the master of Maxwell House though.
Well, I will say she did drink about 5 pots a day,
Yeah, yeah.
but Claire, I do personally want to thank you for taking your time for coming on and everything that I've personally got to see, and from the highlights and stats I've got to see. You're killing it. Your team's killing it. Looking forward to seeing what you all do in district, and just keep doing what y'all are doing.
Thank you so much.
Well, Claire, I want to thank you for coming on. I had to go through your dad to try to find since I work at the school and everything, but thank you for coming on there.
Thank you. This is a great opportunity. Thank you, guys.
And Robert says,
Well, I clicked on it
I
and then
just got a race.
Well,
We just got a race again. Claire said you won't give her. Claire said you won't give her no love. I want to give Grammy
Thank
a
you,
shout out.
Grammy. A shout out.
My Grammy must be in here. I don't see no comments, so I can't say anything to anybody. I'm only seeing the ones that are popping up. But I'm sending love to all of my family out there that are watching me.
Okay, so I was fixing to ask you. We're going to give you time to give a shout out to all your loved ones.
Yes, all of my family and my coaches and my teammates. So thank you guys for watching me.
Hey,
I mean, Rob wouldn't try to put nobody on blast or nothing. Bobby D.
Clara, we have competitive spirit in here, and one of these days, Coach, he could beat me in all aspects of the game. 3-pointers, free throws, anything. But I am going to challenge him in a granny competition. Okay, granny shots. So, do you think I stand a chance in a granny shot competition with him?
I don't know. He's pretty competitive too, so he always wants to win. So I guess that'll be a tough one.
Would you shoot a granny shot during the middle of a game if you could?
No.
The answer that quick, no. Oh.
I don't think I would.
Does anybody shoot granny shots anymore?
No, but I have seen some pretty crazy shots since I've been playing.
But none of them's been grannies.
No.
Okay. Well, but Ryan or Edward, you got anything else for you? It's been a great interview, and cannot thank Pineville Nation enough, and the Pineville family, and Steve Black, and all of them, and just all of the love that they've shown Clara, and just cannot say enough good about them. But we all know what Pineville's about. It's family down there. But you got anything else for?
No, I see what I was
going to say. I just want to wish you best of luck, and there's only a couple more steps to take to be able to make it your ultimate goal and go out there and do
it. Thank you so much.
But Clara, I got to tell you this before we let you go, okay? We normally try to keep you here for 2.5 days, but we know you got a thing called school and all that stuff, so we're gonna have to let you go eventually. But I am gonna ask a favor from you. Since we did bring you on the show, once you make big time and you're on ESPN and all this stuff, making all this big money, and you're living in this fine home and all this other stuff, you're gonna need your grass mowed, okay? So buy me a ride lawnmower, 0-turn, preferably with a fan, maybe a windshield, something like that. I'll cut your grass, buy Edward a weed eater, and Ride to do all your landscape.
All right, that sounds great.
Why do you get the windshield and the air conditioner, and we get the hot sun? No.
Because I will mow her grass like with these straight lines and everything else.
You can't even walk straight. You think you're gonna be able to mow a straight line? It's gonna be more like this.
Clara, have faith in me. She'll buy me that nice zero turn. And
Yes,
maybe
I
like
love
with the air seats too, that, yeah. See, she's thinking
I
about it.
told you he had too much coffee to drink. I told you he's done over caffeinated with his decaf coffee.
But Claire, thank you for coming on, and you absolutely killed this interview. And you know, uh, like I said, Ryan and Edward, that's their area up there, and what little bit I've got to see of you, I'm very impressed. Just the route that you're walking, keep staying that trail, and don't change. The good things will come. I mean, you're a rock right now, and the Powell family, they know it. You got a lot of support, you got a lot of love, and you got a lot of people in high places talking very, very good about you. And trust me, I know these people well enough. They're just not saying that. They have a lot of faith in your future. So keep on keeping on, and good things will come. And thank you for coming on. You've been a great interview.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was good. We had two really, really good interviews, and yeah, I'm what can you say? Let's go back to Joshua and what they're doing at Corbin. I mean, they have made history down there. And then we got Clara here as a freshman. What she's doing, I'm really happy about tonight's show. Right?
Oh yeah. No, that picture of him playing football. I don't know if I would want to line up against him.
I wouldn't hit
Because
him with a ball. I wouldn't hit him with a ball bat, folks. You hit him with a bat, you're gonna make him mad. I don't know what Edward's drinking. Yeah, he needs some fusion. And Hannah, I gotta read this. She said it's because she puts Jesus first. Amen. Amen. Always lay it to Him, and good things will come. Uh, Absolutely. You can tell she's got a good head on her shoulders, and thankfully, um, you know, Jesus is Alpha and Omega. But let's go back to if you want to, Ryan, before we do our voting. Let's go quickly to our district stuff, and then we could go and do the most anticipated graphics in the history of showbiz. Yeah,
let's
but
hope. I'm gonna switch it over. Let's hope it does not take y'all both off like it did the first time.
but what we'll do, we're not going to pick games. We can talk about them, but let's not pick because we want everybody to win. Okay, the 52nd girls, we had already previously spoke about them. Bell County goes against Harlan. Harlan County against Millsboro. Two really, really good matchups. And anyone else have anything to say about the 52nd? We went
I
for
mean,
52nd.
and the brackets are not in order, so you have to go and you're rotating around the districts. But
Anything
I saw,
about the 52nd? They were okay.
but
Just
I
looking
saw
forward to
all,
see
And
how it plays out.
yeah, I mean, I saw all
and in the
4 teams.
49, in the 49th, we got North Florida against OBI, Clay County, and no easy gimmies right there. That's going to be really competitive, and that's at Clay County, folks. So don't just go ahead and chalk and say one team's got it. You got to run that through Clay County first.
Yeah, I mean, the one matchup that I think is going to be most anticipated in this region right now, or one of them, is at Clay Jackson. We've seen what it looks like in the past when these two teams play each other. I think this game will be one of the best in the region.
And the 51st, you got Knox Central and Lynn Camp. And then Pineville Marble, and we just spoke to a young lady from Pineville. And look at the two previous scores from the Pineville Marble matchups, both been really, really close. And again, Marble's a good team. Pineville's well coached, a good team also. But old saying, it's hard to beat a good team 3 times. Would that sneak up on Marble? Will be the biggest question there, but Marble will be ready, and it's at Knox Central, so there'll be a little bit of home court advantage for Marble. And at the 50th District Girls, we got South Laurel against Williamsburg, Corbin at Whitley, and this is this is no gimme there, and it's hard not to look at that 2-3 matchup. I think Corbin beat Whitley earlier. Whitley got him later on in the year. Uh, it's at Corbin. That's going to be that's a matchup to watch for.
And I mean, that's why I was going to point to as well. I mean, this is the second matchup that I was talking about. That was the.
And this is the boys tournament, and of course, I believe because of the 5 teams in their district, of course, there's some buys there. Uh, so you got Redbird against OBI in the first round, and that's uh, two private schools. They're both building their foundation, and a lot of history amongst them schools, and just you gotta root for them, and of course whoever comes out of that will face not an easy task, folks. Let's be honest, North Laurel, and which is one of the. And look at the rankings across the state, and you'll see North Laurel in about every one of them. Not gonna be easy task for Redbird or OBI. Then you got Clay County and Jackson County. And again, you got to realize this is a tournament hosted in Clay County, and Clay County don't lay down for nobody, folks.
Oh yeah, I mean at Clay Jackson, this like the girls, it's going to be a fun one to watch.
And then you got in the 52nd, Bell County, Millsboro, Harlan County, Harlan. Of course, when you go by state rankings, you can't hardly look at them without seeing Bell County on them state rankings too. Has been really, really impressive all year. And but again, I'm sure the Bell County folks will tell you they're taking this one game at a time because this district's never easy.
Yeah, I mean, and you take a look at that 2-3. Of course, it's that in-county rivalry again. They meet in the first round of the district tournament, and you look at what that happened the last time these two teams played. It was a very close ball game up at Holland. So, I mean, the third time's the charm. I mean, I like to see how this one's really, really going to play out.
And the 51st District boys, you got Knox Central at Lynn Camp, Marble at Pineville. This is at Knox Central. The fans are going to be packed in there. We know it. We know how Panther Nation is. That gym's going to be wild. They're going to be a tough out, folks. So let's be honest. It is especially there. But any one of them teams, Lynn Camp, Marble, or Pineville, I'm sure the Knox Central folks will tell you if they don't bring their A game, either one of them teams can beat them.
Oh yeah, I mean this is a very fun atmosphere type tournament when you have Wayne Knox Central Gym is set up.
And then, last but not least, the 50th District boys got Whitley County and Williamsburg, South Laurel, and Corbin. And I wish I could have repeated this, but I was talking to some people about Whitley County, and it has been many, many years, folks, since Whitley County's even made the region. Many years. And Whitley County, again, they had to get past the first step to get to that, but they're coming in as the #1 seed, which if they can get past Williamsburg, which will not be an easy out for them, It's Ryan. I should ask you earlier in the week to look that up, but I'm hearing it has been a long time since Willie County has made it to the region, boys, and so they're sort of making a little history themselves, and of course, but when you're talking 50th district with Whitley, Winsburg, South Corbin, we already know what kind of a district that is.
Yeah, of course, this district. I mean, you look at it. This was a three-team tie for first place. That shows you how strong this district is and has been for years.
And
I
I
mean,
believe the RPI was the tiebreaker on it.
it was. So this. It was what this way a couple of years ago when you had three of the top teams in the region and one of them couldn't make the regional tournament. That's just the way it's set up this year again.
And you know there's going to be when you look at this, Whitley, South, or Corbin, one of them teams, and Winsburg, two of them teams right there is not even going to make it to the region, and it's really nuts. I mean, I know that they can't change nothing about it, but there's good basketball in every district, but that's nuts when you see them teams and saying a couple of them are gonna make it. But it's Edward, or yep, he's playing with buttons. Now, as the drum roll goes, we are well, I'll go ahead and announce it anyway. The most anticipated graphics in the history of social media posted. The RP5.
Mark, before you, I got an answer to your question. The last time they made Whitley County's made the regional tournament was 2010-2011 school year.
That is 16 years.
I had to go back that many years to try to find it.
16 years. So just that, I mean, that would, and they still got a very tough matchup against Williamsburg. Nothing's a given. But, if they can do that is wow. Go ahead.
But this is the boys RP5 rankings. North Law at 1 at 660. Bell County at 648. Clay County at 594. Harlan County at 585. And Whitley County at 571.
Well, it's hard to go wrong with the RP5, but in most sports, and right, I know you can back me, and Edward would probably back me too. Most of the time, when it comes this time of year, that RPI stands pretty stout.
Yeah, we did it in football.
So we'll see how it plays.
Twice.
We'll see how it plays out this year in basketball.
Let's see. This is down the girls RP5 rankings. South Law at 1 at a 678. North Law at a 670. North Central at a 660. Bell County at a 609. And Corbin at a 577.
And this RPI won't change now since the district region and all that stuff. It's will be locked in from here on out. So again, we'll see how it plays come region time. But again, the RPI normally flexes its muscle this time of year.
Oh, absolutely.
But that being said, Edward, are you joining us, or is Edward?
Oh,
because
think
we
I
are
get
getting ready to vote on their. We will go ahead and vote on their favorite food since it's wanting to jump on so bad. I will definitely go fried taters all day long. I mean, crab, I can't even stand to smell it.
Fried
I'm gonna
taters.
go, I'm gonna go fried taters. I don't like crab.
Chicken, I have to go chicken. You
Waffles.
got chicken, fried chicken, baked chicken, chicken and dumplings, chicken noodle soup. There's so many ways to fix chicken salad, chicken sandwich.
I mean, you can technically,
Right
if
over
you
here.
you can put these two together and you can have chicken and waffles. But that's another
Yeah, and
story.
then you can have chicken and waffles.
But I'm gonna have to go breakfast. I like waffles.
I'm a, I like mashed potatoes. I like homemade mashed potatoes. You can't go wrong with that. But I gotta go hamburgers there.
I'm gonna go hamburger.
I'm gonna go with hamburgers as well.
Fried pickles.
It's hard. I love a chicken pot pie. I love it with a passion. I eat chicken pot pies here all the time. The little banquet chicken pot pies. Oh my goodness, that crust. I love them. I could eat them by the pound, but it's hard to compete with fried pickles. It just really is. Fried pickles, the ranch, it compete against that.
I went with the fried pickles as well. There's not even a question on what my vote was gonna be with this one.
Yeah.
But I do got the tallies as well. I was doing it as I
Okay.
went.
So now we need a drum roll before the tallies. Ever?
I'm waiting on Edward to. The angry guy didn't. The angry guy did not want me
We
to say
didn't need
nothing.
that man across the street screaming that. We'll go to bed then.
The first one is chicken 1 4 to 3, hamburgers 1 6 to 2, fried pickles 1 7 to 1, and then fried potatoes 1 8 to 2.
I was perfect on my picks. Perfect. I mean, it was just hard for me to think that waffles could beat chicken. Come on now. You got chicken. You got Raising Cane's. Got Zaxby's. I mean, come on. You can't beat that. You can't beat it. Burger King original chicken sandwich. Fried chicken. No. But that being said, just a great show. But before we do our final comments, if we could go ahead and Ryan, if you don't care, put us the logo of the Bryant Family Medicine up if you can. I can't. I'm all over the place, but big announcement, folks, and again, just like this says, thank you, a huge thank you to the Bryant Family Medicine for becoming All Sports Media's corporate sponsor. They've been, and they still are. We have signed another contract with them, and again, they only want one thing and one thing only. They want to sponsor they want to promote these kids the best way that they can, and they trust us enough to do that for them. And we will promise you, Bright Family Medicine, we will work and we will work and we will work. We're like the what do you call us? But I don't know what you could call us, but we will work and we will do our very best. We're not perfect, but anybody that backs us like Bright Family Medicine does, um, we need to work for them. And want to thank you for all your generosity. Thank you for helping so many people feel better. I mean, I don't know how many times I've went to your clinic. needing help and come out feeling like $100. And in 100 degrees, I'm sure you're going to get a lot of sniffles in the morning and then the next day and stuff like that. And I'm sure you're going to fix all them up fine and dandy. And every time I go in that office, it's just like what that says. It's a family. They're like Bible. You got the Bible family, you got the Bryant family. It's a family. And thank you for all your generosity. And we are blessed to have you as their corporate sponsor. And we'll keep on keeping on for you. And I've talked to numerous times, and I'm like, let's do this, let's do this, let's go. They got one concern, and that's promoting the student athletes, not only in this area but everywhere. They want to see other kids, student athletes succeed. They want them to have better lives. Thank you again for your generosity. And Yins rock. We got the best corporate sponsor in the world. We could never complain. But thank you again. But that being said, Ryan Edward, do you have any final closing statements? What you might be doing this year, or next year, but this week, or just what's on the agenda?
Yeah, I will be working all week, but I will be kind of up and around the district tournament. Maybe just a peek inside every now and then. But now that it's district tournament time, go out and cover all of the wonderful athletes throughout our great state of Kentucky. They deserve it. They've worked hard all fall and winter so far to get to this point. Promote them the way you know how. And then my quote is one of the greatest of, not one of the the greatest of all time. I failed over and over again in my life, and that's why I have been successful. Michael Jordan. And I will
Edward,
say this before I forget, I almost forgot. Uh, Here, hopefully, in the next week or so, we will have our website will be back up. It's going to be under a new URL, but I will post it on the pages when it goes live. But Edward,
Edward, are you asleep? And we're getting mauled by a cat.
Now, so I'm gonna leave you with this. The only way to succeed is to work hard, stay focused, and never give up. The one true only GOAT, LeBron James.
Well, I like the statement, but it's hard for me the go. Yeah, it's hard. Well, but that's an argument for a different day. And Edward Torres told my inspirational quote because with Pride Family Medicine being our corporate sponsor, uh, I had this on my heart, and this was said years ago, and hopefully, Ryan, you and Edward, you just probably know where I'm going at. A great man. Maybe it's hard for me to say pulled off the greatest upset in college basketball history, but was probably right up there. It's an argument between North Carolina State and Villanova. It's according to how you look at it, but the North Carolina State end, and you can't beat that when it comes to college basketball history. But the great man said, "Don't give up. Don't ever give up." The late great Jim Valvano, and hopefully I said that right. But the Valvano Foundation, and we know what the cause is about. Good cause. Look it up. That's all you got to do. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. Yeah, but that being said, all of us at the again sponsored by the Bright Family Medicine, All Sports Media. Good night. God bless.